Hello everybody, MD Polo here at the range at Range USA, formerly known as Shoot Point Blank in Carmel, Indiana. As you know by now, my home away from home. Today I'm shooting a pistol that I've been wanting to get my hands on for quite some time. And that is the Beretta 92 LTT Elite by Langdon Tactical. This one has the full Langdon trigger job on it. And I got 10 rounds loaded of 120 Colt grain, of course 9mm Blazer. Let's see how we do. This gun came with night sights, and it's a Trigicon night sights. It's got white, it's got a blacked out rear, serrated, and with an orange front. Decock. We're going to start. This double action is absolutely insane. Let me make sure that I'm on frame. We're going to start with double action, and I'm going to start with a 6 o'clock hold. Single action now. What a soft shooter. This trigger is just phenomenal. Didn't lock open for me. I don't think I was right in the control. But also is shooting tremendously low. And let me turn you around. Again, this is not going to be graceful, sorry about that. But you can see here, I was actually having a 6 o'clock hold. Let me show you. So, I'm not sure if this is coming through in the video or not, but I was having a 6 o'clock hold. I was pointing right there. So this is where my front sight was, and this is where I'm hitting. Now, like I mentioned to you, these are Trigicon sights, so I can drift it over, but I cannot change the elevation on it. Let me take it out there, and we're going to go into the video next. But what I wanted to do is, let me just put a couple of rounds, load this with a couple of rounds, and shoot it a little bit higher and see if this is actually just me. Not happy that it didn't lock open either. But let's see, I think I put 5 rounds in there. And right now we're going to start single action and see how we do. So maybe it was me writing the slide release because it did lock open. Gun is clear. Let me bring you around and see how we did this time. Okay, so sorry about the lighting, but you see the 5 rounds are right here. And I was aiming right here. This is where I had my sights, and I'm hitting here. So I think definitely, at least with this ammo, you know, Blazer 124 9mm, at least with this ammo, it's hitting pretty low. I'm gonna go inside and get some 115 grain and see if that makes any difference. But I shouldn't be 3 inches low on a gun that's expensive with good Trigicon night sights. So I'll let you know what happens once we do the review, and that's coming next. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you stay tuned for the video. Take care. Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at a pistol that is pretty special and actually bordering on spectacular. So that just tells you up front what I think about this one. It is the Beretta 92 Elite LTT Compact by Langdon Tactical. So it's an absolutely jewel, and perhaps the best Beretta 92 I've ever shot. So there you go. If you want to finish the review right now, there it is. But it is absolutely the best Beretta, and perhaps one of the finest hammer-fired pistols I've ever fired. This is the way it comes from the factory, so YouTube, don't freak out. It comes with the G10 grips that you see here, and let me show you. They're very, very thin grips, but fortunately you have options. And what you see right now are the heavy brass grips by Lock Grips. I bought this one used. That doesn't mean it was a deal, but I wanted to get my hands on it. And they're VZ grips that are originally on it. And the previous owner also purchased this set of black and reds. Focus catch up, and that's what it looks like. So right off the bat, if you can put down on the comment section, which is your favorite? What looks better? They all black, the black and red, the solid brass, and I'll tell you why those are still on. But also from Lock Grips, which, like I said, these are the Lock Grips, the solid brass. I requested the orange, just something a little bit different. I love the color orange, and I thought that would be kind of cool to look at. And one of my favorites has been the black with purple. I think it gives it a really, really cool look. So let me know in the comment section, which one do you like best? But to me, it's between the black and purple and the solid brass. Now, the solid brass is not a review of the grips, but the texture, it is unbelievably grippy, if I may use that word, without being too harsh. Not too long ago, I did a video on the new CCP10M, the micro compact, and the texture was just so sharp, it was painful. This is aggressive without going into the painful category. So the Beretta, the Elite LTT by Langdon Technologies, it's a couple of different ways you can get it. And what they do is to put out possibly the best carry option for a Beretta 92 out there on the market. And now they've also just broken ground again into the development, or let's say the advancements on it, because now you can mount a red dot on the Beretta, which up until Langdon got a hold of it, it was, for my understanding, virtually impossible because of the pin that pops out at the top. But that was one of the reasons. But let me walk you around and let you take a look at it. You can get it with Ameriglow sights, which are my favorite, which this is what they are. They're the Spartan sights, metal and night sights, which are very, very nice. You can also get it with a trigger job, which this has, and with the NP3 coating. And you can see here by the color of the trigger bar, if you have this grayish, opaque grayish color, then you have the MP3 coated, which gives it either, tremendous, how can I say this? It makes it just very, very smooth, much more than the original parts. I'll let you walk around here. Now the star of the show here is the trigger. Now it has been safety checked. It comes with 3 mags. I'm bouncing around a little bit, but 3 metal mags, 15 rounds. Regular Beretta case. You don't get anything special. It just says Beretta on it. And you just get the cutout and the 3 mags, and that's all you get. So your controls, everything else is standard Beretta 92 as to whether the slide release is, whether the mag release here that you see, it is also coated the same as the other controls, and it's got really nice texture. And I can reach it with no problem. Medium-sized hands, it fits just perfect. Now the other thing is the crown of the barrel. So this was done by ZR Tactical Solutions, nearby Noblesville, Indiana. He's just a master at his craft. And you can get this also as well from Langdon Tactical. I think it's about a $200 upgrade if I remember correctly. But you can get that done either locally or directly from Langdon. Now I do have a snap cap in here, but we always want to double check. So that is not a live round, YouTube. It's just for practice and to save your hammer and your parts, your striker and everything. But here's the star of the show. And again, forgive me for bouncing around a little bit. But that's your take-up right there. That's all there is. And you probably can't hear it. Let me put it closer to the microphone. You're not going to see it on the screen for a second. So you can hear the parts moving. I hope you can hear it. But it feels just like butter. I mean, it is absolute butter. And let's start in double action. You're instantly on it. Smooth, smooth, smooth pull. And the softest, nicest break of a double action trigger that I've felt probably since my original Redback. And then if you want to reset it, you go back and it goes again. And here you can see that striker that pin that I was talking to you about. You see how it's going to go down? That's why it was so difficult to mount red dots on Berettas. But somehow Langdon figured out how to do it. So there you go. And now if we wanted to do single action, there's a snap cap in there. You go right at the wall and then it just breaks through it. Now we're going to eject the snap cap and I'm going to show you the reset because it's just epic. There, and you're on it instantly and it breaks again. Now I don't like firing it very much without a snap cap in there, but you got to see this again. There, and you're on it. The double action trigger is measuring at 7 pounds flat, and the single action is at 3.2 pounds. At least this gun is on my scale. I cannot tell you through the camera how superb that is. You got nice texture in the back. You got texture in the front. You got nothing on the trigger guard. Come on, focus. You got a nice slot in the front. Hang your lights, whatever you want to put on it. Metal guide rod. So rather than going through all the specs on what a Beretta 92 is, I wanted to show you what I think makes the Langdon special. If you remove the lock grips and you just put the original grips, and forgive me, so I sometimes fumble through these things. I do all my videos in one take only. I don't edit and put parts in and clip it. So from start to finish, except for the introduction, everything is done in one take. Mainly because I don't know how to do the other stuff. So that's what it looks like with the original grips. So overall, it's a fantastic package. You can get these in full size. You can get them in the compact size. You can get them with red dots, without red dots, with the NP3 finish, or without, with a trigger job, or without the Langdon trigger job, fully dehorned like this one is, or not. It all depends on how much money you really want to spend, what your budget is. Putting the mag in, that's what it looks like. It's not flush, but it's just regular Beretta. An absolute gem. The way it sits here, it is fully configured by Langdon, like I said, with the trigger job, the MP3 on it, everything that you see except for the lock grips. This one sits at around MSRP about $1,600, so $1,607 according to the Langdon Tactical website. Is it worth it? Well, that's up to you. Was it worth it to me? Absolutely, every penny. So there you go. The Langdon Tactical Elite LTT Beretta. Some people have described Langdon as being able to do voodoo magic on Berettas and other guns. and I think they're right. I have another Beretta by Langdon coming your way on a video review, but that one's going to be the PX4 Compact Carry. And that's another one of my all-time favorites. But here you go. What do you think about this Beretta? Do you think it's worth the price of admission? Have you tried one? Would you try one? And would you carry something like this? I look forward to hearing your comments, reading your comments in the section below. And if you haven't done so already, and if you feel that I've earned it, I would appreciate that you give me a like to the video and a subscribe. I'm trying to reach 15,000 subscribers for this year. We're getting very close to the 10,000 subscriber mark, and about 85% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you want to help me reach that goal and just go along the journey with me, I would really appreciate it. Once again, thank you very much for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.